What's up, everybody? It's your host, Dan Weaver, and I'm back with another podcast episode, man. Another week of NFL, man. We're going to keep talking about NFL, but the NBA is coming back in a few weeks. I believe it's on the 21st. So we're probably going to do an episode that week before, probably next week. Now I think about it because 21st is a Wednesday or a Tuesday, right? Wednesday or Tuesday. And we got to get it before the weekend. So we're just gonna talk about the NBA a little bit. Probably gonna be a solo video. But I'm gonna do predictions of the week one primetime games. This is a week one primetime game. But this week we're gonna continue to talk about football, man. Another week of football. And it's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot of games that happened. A lot of teams falling. Undefeated teams has fallen. Teams that were winless finally got their dub. Teams were winners that still lost. But there's a lot to talk about, man. College football this week, man. It's a big game in the Big Ten. Indiana at Oregon, I believe. Both undefeated teams, both a top 10 matchup. We'll talk about that later on. Yeah, man. It's a lot to speak on, man. So let's get started, man. Last Thursday night, it was the 49ers versus the Rams, and the 49ers surprisingly won that game without the wide receiver one, the QB one, the wide receiver two, I believe, wide receiver three, tight end one, tight end three. A lot of key pieces on the offensive side was missing, and they still figured out to win the game, man. The backup quarterback Mac Jones did his thing, man. He did his thing, bro. Threw for 342 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne did his thing, 140 yards. Christian McCaffrey scored a receiving touchdown, rushed at a combined about 130, around 130 yards, man. The 49ers, man, Kyle Shanahan keeps finding a way to win, man. There's a lot of talks about, man, Mac Jones' performance. Talk about is Mac Jones is in the perfect system for his game. And it was just me just giving thoughts like, man, it's just like Kyle Shanahan is like a great quarterback coach, man. Every quarterback he brings to the 49ers, they've been successful, starting with Jimmy G. Jimmy G led them to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, now Mac Jones, man. There's just three quarterbacks you would never expect to do their things, and now that they're contributing, man. Mac Jones was a starting QB in the first round pick, a national champion quarterback at Alabama, became a second string this year for the 49ers, and he's embraced his role, man. I feel like he's like 3-0 as a starter. He's 3-0 as a starter this week. As a starter. And he's just continuing to win, man. I thought the Rams was gonna win this game, man. I ain't gonna lie, I thought the Rams was gonna win this game. Stafford did his thing, bro. He threw for 389 yards. Puka scored. You know, Puka always find a way to get Puka involved. Devontae had 80 yards. I just don't know what went wrong with them, man. I honestly don't know. Mac Jones just made winning plays, man. The London game was the Vikings versus the Broncos. Not the Broncos, the Browns. The Vikings won 21-17. Game winning touchdown by Jordan Addison. Carson Wentz threw for about 200 yards. Jefferson had 120 yards. Dylan Gabriel's first game threw 190, and it's interesting that the Browns traded Joe Flacco this week. So now Shedeur Sanders he should be a QB1 or QB2 at the moment. He should be QB2 at the moment. We don't know. The coach hasn't announced anything yet, but I feel like it's closer steps for It's closer steps for Shedeur Sanders to be starting, bro. It's closer steps for him, man. Hopefully he gets a nod this year. Hopefully, man. Dylan Gabriel threw for 190 yards. They were up. The defense held them together for most of it, but Carson Wentz did his thing towards the end. Man, it was a low defensive game, and the Vikings squeaked it out. I have Vikings winning that. For Texans and Ravens surprised me, man. Man? The Ravens fall to 1-4, man. CJ Stroud probably had his best game in a while, man. He only had 4 incomplete passes, 244 yards. Nick Chubb had a touchdown. Nico Collins had a touchdown. 44 points. They have 44 points to the Ravens 10 points. You remember Lamar Jackson did not play and he did not practice. He hasn't been practicing this week either. So maybe he might not play this weekend, but sheesh, Cooper Rush had 3 picks, man. 3 picks. 3 picks. Derrick Henry only ran for 33 yards, man. It's getting kind of spooky over there, bro. I don't know what's happening with the Ravens. The running game hasn't been going well. Receiving the quarterback. The quarterback's hurt right now. The backup is not doing too well, and it could be a tough week for the Ravens. I don't know if they got the bye or not this week, but man, they could easily drop to 1-5 this week, man. Eagles lost their first game to the Broncos. I'm surprised the Eagles was up 17-3 at a point. I was surprised that they blew that game. I thought they would win that game, but Bo Nix continue to fight and the defense get stops. They scored 18 points in the fourth quarter to come back in that game, man. 18 points. Joe Nix threw for 242 yards. J.K. Dobbins ran for 80 yards. And Jalen Hurts threw 280 yards. That's a lot for him. Saquon Barkley only ran for 30. But he had a receiving touchdown. Devontae Adams had 114 yards, but A.J. Brown still hasn't contributed like how he wanted to contribute. Only had 43 yards. And the Ravens fall to the Broncos, giving them their first L at home, first L of the season. Buccaneers versus the Seahawks was a great matchup, man. 2 former QBs that used to be teammates at the Panthers, 2 former Ohio State wide receivers that used to be teammates at Ohio State. They both did their thing. Baker Mayfield 4 incompletions, threw for 379 yards with 2 touchdowns. Emeka Ibuka had 163 yards as a rookie. He's got to be the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Had 1 TD. Rashad White did his thing, 2 TDs coming in as a replacement for Bucky Irvin, who's been hurt. Sam Darnold threw for 341 yards with 4 TDs. Jackson Smith-Njigba had 8 catches, 132 yards, and 1 TD. The 8 touchdown. I mean, the Ohio State quarterbacks did their thing. The old teammates of the quarterbacks did their thing. And man, yeah, Buccaneers won that as a game-winning field goal, bro. That was a great game, 38-35. Just some two amazing wide receivers doing their thing, man. The Lions played the Bengals. Lions' key injuries came down, man. We already lost DJ Reed. Now we lost Terran Arnold, another quarterback that's gone. And it sucks because the injuries on defense is piling up, man. It's piling up. It's piling up for us, man. Goff, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. DJ Montgomery even scored on the touchdown. And this back, in his hometown, he threw for a touchdown. He scored a touchdown. Gibbs scored a touchdown as usual. First game, the St. Brown, I believe, didn't score a touchdown, but the Lions did their thing offensively. They first Jake Brown into 3 TDs. 3 incompletions, even though he threw. Oh my God, I can't talk. They forced Jake Brown into 3 picks as well as his 3 TDs. Man, Jake Brownie was playing jackpot, just throwing up passes. Jamar Chase did his thing though. He had a garbage touchdown, but he had 110 yards with 2 TDs. Bengals fall to 2-3. Lions go to 4-1. Patriots and the Bills, man. Patriots end up beating the Bills. Stephon Diggs did his thing, man. It was crazy. I was thinking of starting him in fantasy this week. I didn't end up starting him. Good thing I won because I'd have been pissed. But Stephon Diggs did his thing, man. 146 yards, 10 receiving catches for 273 yards. Bills lost their first game, man. Lost their first game this year. 2 for 253 yards, Josh Allen, but it wasn't enough. Stephon Diggs came back to his old home and did what he wanted to do, and that was to dominate that game, man. The Jets still winless. They lost to the Cowboys 37-22. Dak Prescott was amazing. He's in the Heisman favorites right now. I'm not Heisman. Oh my gosh. I'm having a rough. He's in the MVP talks right now. Javonte Williams rushed for 135 yards, 1 TD. Titans also got up a dub versus the Cardinals off of a mishap. They 10-game losing streak has finally snapped from last season. The running back, I believe the running back on the Cardinals, he rushed for a touchdown, but he dropped it before the goal line. That ended up causing them the game. They lose that. Saints got their first dub versus the Eagles. Versus the Giants. Oh man, I keep pronouncing it wrong. Shoot, this episode. Jaguars beat the Chiefs. Walked them down at the end. Who man? Jacksonville's pretty nice, man. Trevor. It's early though. It's early. I ain't gonna lie. It's early. But Trevor Lawrence scored a game rushing touchdown, slipping and still recovering to score. And at the end, I don't know, man. Mahomes and them 300 yards with one only TD. Mahomes rushing, Kelsey a touchdown. But man, 2-3. That's a crazy start for them. Hopefully they get it together. Even though they play the Lions this week, so I already know that's an L for them. That's an L for them for sure, bro. But that's all I got for week 5. We go into week 6. Eagles versus Giants this week. Well, it's today actually. Eagles in a must-win game, and they just lost last week to the Broncos. Looking to bounce back versus the 1-4 Giants, the division rivals. Jackson Dart's been amazing since he started starting. This is his 3rd week starting. Been amazing. He's a guy he's a dual threat. He could throw the ball. He could run the ball. So Eagles got to just stay keyed in on him. They got to stay keyed in on him. But I got the Eagles bouncing back. I got them bouncing back. Saquon has a big night running the ball. It's his old team, so he wants to show out. But hopefully AJ Brown gets a lot of touches, man. Just get him going, bro. I know that's not the offense, but the Eagles play boring and stuff like that. But Hurst gotta get his wide receivers going, bro. He gotta get them going. Cam Scatterbull, the running back for the Giants, he's gonna be getting a lot of load this week. The other running back is still hurt, so pretty him getting low. I don't know about the receivers. I don't know. I'm not too well on the receivers on the Giants. I'm not too familiar with the receivers on the Giants to predict how they would do. But it's the Broncos versus the Jets at London as well. Will the Jets finally get their first win, man? If they lose, will Aaron Glenn be on the clock? This is year 1 with the Jets. Questionable firing their coach Robert Saleh last year. He was a great coach. Questionable firing him. He's on the 49ers defensive coordinator staff, killing it right now, while the Jets are 0-5. Jets got a must-win versus a tough Broncos defense, man. Justin Fields got to be able to throw the ball and run the ball this game, man. Look for Garrett Wilson a lot. The running back has got to be key. Sauce got to guard the other side. But, man, Pat Surtain's going to be on Garrett Wilson. It's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game. I got the Broncos winning, man. Too much of their defense to control the Jets. Too much defense for the Giants. For the Jets, man. Too much. There's no 1 p.m. game that looks intriguing to me, honestly. Steelers versus the Browns could be a trap. You don't know if Dylan Gabriel starts off bad, Shedeur Sanders comes in, as we know that Joe Flacco has been traded. Both two good defenses playing. I'm excited. I'm not really excited to see it. I just want to know if Shedeur will get in. But Steelers defense may force him to come in. Browns defense might slow down the Steelers. It could be a low-scoring game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a low-scoring game. Steelers probably pull it off, but 5.5, that's a close enough spread. But that game is not really intriguing to me. I just like to predict every quarterly game. We got 49ers versus Buccaneers, 4-1 versus 4-1. 4-1 versus 4-1, man. Mac Jones is looking good, nice right now, but Baker Mayfield is looking great as well, man. Baker Mayfield is an MVP candidate with the offensive rookie of the year. And Rashad White's looking nice as well. Christian McCaffrey has been healthy so far, so every time Christian McCaffrey is on the field, he's the best player on the field while being healthy. It's gonna be a close game. I see. I don't know, man. The way Buccaneers been playing right now, I gotta go for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are at home. I gotta go for it, but it's gonna be a close game for sure. Wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers win. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But that would be a close game. The 8:20 game, the Chiefs versus the Lions in Arrowhead. I can't wait for this game. I can't wait for this game. I'm gonna watch the full game of this, man. Gotta tap in when the Lions play on prime time. You gotta watch the full games of it. It's gonna be a close game for sure. Chiefs are favorite right now. I don't see the Lions could win this by 12 plus, but I don't see it happening. It's in Arrowhead, so Chiefs being favorites. They still getting the wide receivers back to mojo, and the Lions cornerbacks being beaten up with injury. It's gonna be a close one, but 12 plus is the highest it will go from the Lions winning. But I see a big game from Gibbs running the ball. I'm sick because I play Gibbs and St. Brown in fantasy, so it's gonna be hard cheering for them to get touchdowns, even though I need them to get touchdowns for them to win. But I'm happy that Laporta. Hopefully Laporta does good. He had a great last week versus the Bengals. Hopefully he has another good week because I got him on my fantasy. But I got the Lions winning this game versus the Chiefs, bro. Got them winning this. It's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to bet. Hopefully we make some money. Another game, Monday night. Monday night got two games. Buffalo Bills versus Atlanta Falcons. Ooh, it's gonna be a Bills bounce back games. Bill bounce back game for sure versus the Falcons. Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson been looking good. I think they had a bye week last week. I'm pretty sure they had a bye week. Drake London coming back from a bye week. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be closer than I expect. I believe so. -5 is the Bills' favorite. I say the Bills win that game for sure. The Bills win that game. Yeah, the Bills win that game for sure. I'll say that. Bears versus Commanders, the second game. Jaden Daniels came back last week. He looked okay. Wouldn't say he looked the best, but he looked okay. It's gonna be the first and second picks from last year's draft playing versus each other. Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. It's gonna be a close game for sure. I don't know the look on Terry McLaurin. I don't know if he will be back. I don't know the other receivers too well. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win this game, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win this game. I got the Bears still in this because I want to see Caleb Williams show why he's the first pick versus because Caleb Williams didn't win the Rookie of the Year last year. Jaden Daniels won it. Jaden Daniels led his team to the playoffs. Caleb Williams did it. Caleb Williams has a new coach, got a good receivers. I bet he got a better receivers right now than the Commanders got right now. So they only got like Debo right now that I can name that's doing good because McLaurin's is not healthy. But I got the Bears winning that game, man. I got the Bears winning that. College football has a big week. Number 7, Indiana goes to Oregon. Eugene, Oregon, number 3. It's gonna be an interesting game, man. I got Oregon winning this. Their spread is -7. I feel like they're gonna cover that. I just think Oregon's just better than Indiana. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be two Heisman favorites right now playing. Two Heisman quarterback favorites playing. Dante Moore has been looking amazing right now. Fernando Mendoza has been looking good as well. Two Heisman quarterbacks, both through one pick so far. I like this Oregon team a lot. I feel like Oregon's built to make it to playoffs. Well, obviously they'll make the playoffs. There's 12 teams that can make it now. Hopefully they win a game this year. Hopefully they win a game this year. I mean, win a playoff game. But it's gonna be a tough game, bro. Tough game for Indiana. Another game is Alabama versus Missouri. Alabama had a huge home win versus Vanderbilt last year. They got the revenge on Vanderbilt. Diego Plaval was talking all that gangster talk last year. After they won, carried on this year. Alabama figured them out, forced the fumble, forced the red zone pick. They got the dub by 16. Now they're playing Missouri. Missouri got one of the best running backs in the country right now. Their quarterback is also nice. Is that Missouri? Missouri hasn't lost a game. Alabama's favorites though, but it's an early morning start at 12 o'clock. It's an early start. Missouri's favorite. Alabama's favorite on the road. Missouri hasn't played a lot of tough opponents like Alabama had did. I say Alabama wins this game. Alabama wins this game, and they move on and move up in rankings. Ohio State has their first test since the week 1 versus Illinois. Versus Illinois. They're favored by 15 points, even though Illinois is ranked 17. They're favored by 15 points on the road. They're favored that much. That's crazy. That's crazy. They favored that much versus a ranked team on the road. I don't know if they cover this. They've been covering I wouldn't say they've been covering everything, but they've been holding their teams to at least 7 points. Like no team has got double digits on them this year. So that's gonna be a key thing to watch. Will they get 10 points on them this year? This game, of course they're gonna allow 10 points. But I got Ohio State winning that. Oklahoma versus Texas. Texas was ranked 1 to start the year. They lost to a Florida team last week that made them unranked. Arch Manning was the Heisman hopeful to start the year. Now he's not in the talks for being drafted this year, staying back another year. Oklahoma has the quarterback, John, what's his name? John Mateer. He could return this week. He missed 2 games so far with a hand surgery. They said about a month, but I knew he would come back. I know they'll come back quicker because the rivalry is this week. He's going to try to come back. I think he's going to be able to come back. But I feel like Texas online is bad right now. But this is a neutral site game that Texas have to win. Texas need a big key win. They have 1 loss in conference. They can't afford another one right now. If they win out, well, I don't know they can still make the playoffs. They got to keep winning. This is a key game for them. This is their first game from without being ranked. They were ranked 2 to start the year. They were ranked 9 last week. They dropped from 9 to unranked. Like, come on. That's surprising. They dropped from 9 to unranked. Now they're playing their rivals that came to the SEC with them. They got to get this dub and to show teams that they're still here. Penn State also lost to an 0-4 UCLA. They lost to 0-4 UCLA. And now they play Northwestern this week. They lost back-to-back games, I believe, right? Yeah, they lost back-to-back games. Now they're unranked. They went from 7 to unranked as well. And we got to see would they bounce back this week versus Northwestern. Their season's over. In my eyes, their season's over. They lost to Oregon at home. Then they lost to an unranked team. Yeah, that was no wins. Their season's over. And that just shows another year of James Franklin's failures at Penn State. And when is it time that you guys are going to let him go, man? He's not the answer for Penn State. They don't win big games. They don't win big games, man. Okay. What's the other game? Other games to go for. This South Carolina versus LSU is going to be a good matchup. I think that's going to be closer to expected. 9.5 is high. 9.5 is high. But if LSU continues to be – I think they had a bye week last week, so they haven't played since they lost. I feel like that's going to be a good test for them. I think LSU wins this. A night game at LSU. I say they win this. It covers the spread. But, man, yeah. I believe that's all I got, man. Heisman hopefuls, like there's really no Heisman to really talk about day by day. Who we got in this Heisman's talk. There's really no one to talk about. But like, share, turn your post notification on. I know there's another quick video. It's just NFL, man. It's just quick NFL takes.